Hi guys, it's Nancy and I have the April 2024 club kits, and these are available if you are already a Spellbinders Club member. You can sign up for these now. If you are new, these are going to be available April 6th, so sign up for them. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Normally not my style, but I am excited for these, and I'll tell you why. Because they're not my style. And let me explain why. So the first thing I have going on is the wax seal of the month, and you can see it here. It says cross-stitched heart. So cute. So cute. Okay, so you get a new color of wax beads. This is Cloudy Sky. And again, with the wax seal of the month, this has been selling out every month. If you guys are not into the wax seals, you know, obviously wax seals are not new. They have been around for hundreds of years, but wax seals have been selling out every month. So if you are interested in the wax seals, they have been selling out, and the only way to get them is to get the whole kit and caboodle kit. So if you are interested in the wax seals, yes, you get a wax seal, which comes with the wax seal and the handle. Look at how cute this one comes out. Isn't it adorable? It's just so cute. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I like this month's kit. I think a lot of people were like, not my style. But I'm going to tell you guys why I like it. Because I don't do stitching. Stitching is not my thing. So when I saw these and I was like, wait a minute. I can get the stitching look and I don't have to do any stitching. Sign me up. So I like this because I don't do stitching. So I get it. If you're somebody who likes stitching, you're going to like this stuff because it's all stitching. But I'm somebody who doesn't like to do the stitching. So this is all focused around stitching without having to do the stitching. So I can get the faux stitching look without stitching. So here I'm just going to again take my deco pen. This is the silver. Of course, they have gold and rose gold, which is like a pink. Look at that. I get the stitching look on my wax seal, whoops, without having to do any stitching. Yes, please. So before you go, that's not my style, I don't do stitching. Well, that's exactly why I like this month's theme, because I don't have to do any stitching. Yes, please, sign me up. So that is the wax seal of the month. You're going to get a brand new color. Cloudy Sky was just released earlier in the year. That's WS1112. You get a whole bag, 100 wax seals, and you get the cross stitch heart wax seal. And you just saw me make that one. It's a nice, the name of it is perfect. So there you can see what it looks like. There's no metallic shine in this. I do like the name of it. And there you can see it using the silver deco color pen on there. So that is the wax seal and the beads that you get. So let me slide that out of the way. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is the Glimmer of the month. Again, I don't do stitching. So Glimmer of the month, you're getting this beautiful blue holographic hot foil. This is called Moon Dust. You get a full roll of blue holographic foil. I swear I did open this. This is the Glimmer foil, so not toner foil. This is hot foil, so this will work in your Glimmer system, your Go Press and foil, your foil press, any hot foil system, your foil quill, any of those will work with this foil. Okay, so you can see it is holographic blue foil. Beautiful hot foil, so you get a full roll of that. And because I don't do stitching, I like that it comes actually at 4 sentiments. Happy stitching. You are so amazing. Stitched with love, a banner die, and there's one more in my Glimmer, which is ready to go. Let me show you guys. I did faux stitching. So Nancy doesn't like or have the time to do the stitching, so I did a faux stitching background. So I kind of like this because this is, again, not my style, forces me to think outside the box. look at all these plates you get. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 styles of stitching and another sentiment that says so thankful. Obviously you can cut all of these sentiments out. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 sentiments plus the curved banner die. So 4 sentiments and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different glimmer backgrounds. So what I did to be a little bit creative is I put them all together and I made my own little background here. So again, you don't have to be somebody who's into stitching. I think these just make great backgrounds to have because we always need backgrounds. You can use these all year round. One of them to me looked like tire tracks, like this one. I thought this looked like cool tire tracks. So if you're making masculine or boy cards, this one just looked like arrows to me. So I don't think these have to be stitching. I thought these would make great patterns just to put on cards. So I like this Glimmer of the Month because I don't think it has to be stitching. I like the patterns behind this. And then you get the sentiments and you get the banner to cut out the sentiments. So for me, this is again a good value because you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different designs. You get the full roll of foil and you get the 4 sentiments. So for me, I like this one. And then I created my own little background card. Look at that. And because they're straight lines, everything's going to line up. I made a quick little card that says, so thankful. And I have a little bit of overfoiling on the top. Simple, easy fix for that is just to take some of that Spellbinders low tack tape. And anywhere we have a little bit of that overfoiling, we're just going to slightly touch that real quick and lift that out of the way. You can also take a eraser and just kind of lift some of that with the eraser. All right, so I like that. Now, very easy to do. Now, what I also like is the 3D embossing folder. Now, confession, my mom is a professional seamstress, so she does this stuff all day long. So for my mom, I like this embossing folder because it's a needle and thread. So I have a piece of Spellbinders navy cardstock in here. I think this is indigo. I am going to spray this with the new Spellbinders sprayer because this is the 3D embossing folder. And we're going to run this through with our 3D sandwich, which is our base plate, A, embossing folder, and D plate. And run that through our platinum. And it's prom season, so mom has been working her butt off fixing dresses for some very young, happy girls for prom season. And I was a very lucky girl because mom made all my prom dresses growing up. So I never had to worry about homecoming or prom and my dresses looking like anybody else's dresses. So check that out. Check out the detail. I mean, it literally looks like needles coming off the page. So cool. Okay, so I can actually cut this down. I'm a little crooked here, so we can straighten this out. I'm actually going to use this line of my embossing on my Spellbinders trimmer here. Try to line that up so I can make sure I'm straight. Once I know that side is straight. Let's see here. Let's make this one. Actually, we can make 2 cards here. Let's see. Let's make this one 5 1/4 by 4. Oh yeah, we could do that. So you don't have to be into stitching to really appreciate this. I know a lot of people, like I said, I saw some of the comments where, that's not my style. I don't do, you don't have to be to appreciate this, you guys. Think outside the box. You might have somebody who is just into stitching or sewing that you just want to make a thank you card for, and you might want to just have this for them. So that's 5 1/4 by 4. I think it is. I'm going to make it slightly smaller just so I'm sure that I'm straight. You don't have to be exact on measurements all the time. All right. All right, so I have my panel. Now it's straight. See, nobody will know I was a little crooked. I have that panel. I have this panel. I have my 2 wax seals. So the last but not least, the one everybody's always looking forward to is, bum, 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 bum. You guys said it, Betterpress. So for the Betterpress, I make a little bit more room. So we have the 3D embossing folder, which I think is just super fun. Okay, so that's needle and thread for the 3D embossing folder. We have the Glimmer of the month. We have the wax seal of the month. And now let's get into the stitched for you. Again, I don't do stitching, so if this is how I can get around it, go for it. I know a lot of you guys do this stitching. So if that's your thing, this is great. If it's not your thing, this is still great. So I really like that this comes with this die. So for you guys that do the stitching, how about you cut this out of thick cardstock? Here is some cardboard. And can't you use this as a template to store your thread? How about that for an idea? Okay, but look at how cute this is. Look at the little thimble and the scissors. So let's better press out some of these. And this is part of the layering set where we can layer the thread on top and give it different colors. And then the dies are going to cut out that, the thimble, and the scissors. So we have 3 dies to cut these out. And then the 3 sentiments say, stitch just for you, sending stitched hugs, and best stitches on your birthday. Okay, so I'm not going to use the sentiments right now, but let's better press. Let's just better press the rest of these real quick. And remember, you can foil these. So if you want to match your foiling, you can. So let's say I'm going to do all of these, and all right, so let's do, we'll do these, and then we'll come back and we'll add our thread, and we'll do that. Is that going to cut that out exactly? Okay, so we can do our, we'll come back and do our thread in a different color. All right, so let's do our scissors. I want hot pink scissors. Why? Because I can. This is Wild Berry. And since we're going to cut these out, I'm not worried about ink getting around the outside. This is just black. Oops. This is even labeled, so you can put the number, your thread on there. I'm going to make my thimble in gray, which is Thunder. Okay, and then I'm going to press that, and then we will come back and do the thread. And again, I'm just going to grab that from the bottom. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is carefully, let me move my scissors and my thimble. Holding this to clean up any excess ink. Oh, you know what? There was a guide. Here's my guide. I forgot to do this. All right, so this has a guide. So, okay, we're going to do this backwards. Forgot to add my guide to make sure I do this. So, I'm going to add my guide on my paper, line that up. We're going to flip it over here is what I'm going to do. I should have done that first. And then I'm going to add a little piece of Spellbinders tape. I should have put this underneath. Okay, so what I'm doing is placing that on there like that. I'm going to lay this down flat. So you see I have my plastic and my tape is facing sticky side up so that when I lay this on top of it, it will stick. So I'm going to hold this with my fingers so when I flip it over, it doesn't pop out. Now pressing down, flipping everything over together, pressing on the tape, should lift it up. So we should have pretty good alignment. Hopefully, I didn't mess that up too bad. Okay, now there's green lines here. I know you guys can't see it, but there are, can you see the green line there? that's where this guy goes, which I should have done in the first place. So the first time you ink it, this plastic piece goes down, then you ink this up, then you remove this piece, then you put this piece in. So I should have this lined up close enough now that when we do this, our threads will line up. All right. And I think since we have a pink scissors, we're going to go with some teal ink. Let's go bright. Let's use Azure. Okay. Ta-da! It's off a little bit, but that's okay. That's my mistake for not doing it right. All right, now we're going to die cut these out. So you want to keep this little plastic alignment guide. Keep that. All right, let's die cut them with the coordinating dies. And that's what that's for. That's a little cutout so you can actually die cut and add actual thread to this. It'll cut a little slit in there. But we're going to use it for a little quickie card. Now I find my Spellbinders tape is a little extra sticky, so you want to de-stick it a little bit. Put it on your hand. Kind of like how like antique this looks too. This looks like a gumdrop, this thimble to me. So think of that too. It doesn't have to be a thimble. You can use this in the winter time to make it look like a gumdrop. Do it in different colors. Put some colored crystal glitter on there and boom, we got a candy gumdrop. So think outside the box, people. All right, let's cut this out. So to cut it out, we need our base plate, which is plate A. We need plate B. We need our cutting plate. I use the Magic Mat from scrapbook.com on this one, and then I need a top plate. And I'm going to run it through twice because this paper's kind of thick. So once, twice. And there you can see it cut out that little dash. So if you did want to add actual thread on there, you could embossing floss, anything like that. So now we have 2 cards. Here's my very simple Glimmer card. Again, you could easily make this into any kind of design. You could just use one of those. I used all 6, made a very simple card, glimmered. Here is my 3D embossing folder background. Right now, look. How simple is this? I just need to add my sentiment. I can add my Glimmer sentiment. I can add my Betterpress sentiment. And I also have my little wax seal stitched heart. So there is the Glimmer of the month, 3D embossing folder of the month, wax seal of the month, and Betterpress of the month for April 2024 for the Spellbinders Club kits. If you have any questions, post them down below. Let me know what you guys think. Can you see this as something that you would use, even if you're not a stitcher? I would like to know in the comments, is stitching something you guys do? So you like this kit because stitching is something you do? Or are you like me? Stitching isn't something that you would do, but you would consider these products even though stitching is not your thing. So let me know down in the comments. I would love to know if you're interested in any of these products. I will put the links down below for you. If you're a club kit member and this is not your thing, you can cancel, but then you would have to re-sign up for next month for anything that you would cancel. So just be careful of that. If it's not your jam, I would say maybe you can gift it to one of your friends. I would hate to see you miss out on a club kit that you enjoy because you cancel and then you have to re-sign up again. Just some tips there for you guys. I've seen people cancel, forget that they cancel. Then a club kit comes out that they like and they're like, oh, I forgot that I canceled and I missed out. So I think that these are wonderful because you can think outside the box, or you can gift it to a friend who maybe is just starting out with crafting. Like I said, I think the most versatile one is the Glimmer of the month because I think you can use these for so many other things other than just stitching. And for somebody like me, I don't do stitching. So I love that this is kind of a faux background that I can use for other things other than just stitching. So think about that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up before you leave. And again, if you're interested in signing up for any of these, it doesn't have to be just this month. I will put the links down below for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.